highest percentage of mitochondria in the body are in the retina of the eye. The eyes need more light than any other part of the body. And so when you put sunglasses on and you have them on whenever you're outdoors, and you're reducing and modifying the spectrum of light that comes from the sun, you are significantly impacting your health in a negative way, not just your eyes, but your general health, because most of the light that enters the eye is not for seeing. It goes to the hypothalamus of the brain. It goes to the part of the hypothalamus where the body's primary biological clock is located, which sets the timing of when things happen in the body. The hypothalamus controls the autonomic nervous system, the endocrine system. It's the major collecting station for everything that's happening in our life. And so it's critical that natural light enters the eyes. It's profoundly healthy for the body, the mind, the spirit, your vision, and everything else.
Do you see this thing right here? This is called the infundibulum, or the pituitary stalk, and it ripped, but normally it would connect the pituitary gland, or specifically the posterior pituitary, to this structure just above it called the hypothalamus. Do you see this thing right here? This is called the infundibulum, or the pituitary stalk, and it ripped, but normally it would connect the pituitary gland, or specifically the posterior pituitary, to this structure just above it called the hypothalamus.
Sound familiar? Horus was born of a virgin on December 25th, was baptized in the Nile, had 12 followers, performed miracles, was crucified, died, and was resurrected. Is this coincidence? Or is this the Christ story retold in another dialect of spirit? The Egyptian Christ precedes the Christian Christ by millennia, and yet the essence is the same. A divine soul descends into the world of matter, takes on form, confronts darkness, dies to the false self, and is reborn in light. Horus wasn't born peacefully. He was born of a revenge ritual. His father Osiris, murdered, dismembered, scattered. His mother Isis, magician, seeker, resurrector. Horus isn't just a god, he's a consciousness template, one that shows up across time in Jesus, Krishna, Dionysus, and in you. Because every great soul is born in chaos. Divine beings aren't delivered, they're forged. If you've ever felt like life broke you just to rebuild you stronger, you're already walking the Horus path. The war between Horus and Set wasn't just good versus evil, it was clarity versus chaos, order versus ego. Set represents the inner saboteur, the voice that doubts, manipulates, controls. Horus, he's the part of you that sees beyond illusion. When these forces clash, it's not mythology, it's psychology. The battlefield, your mind. So don't just watch, reflect. Which force is pulling the strings in your life, Horus or Set?
Trees remind you that true growth takes time. Let the wind show you that change is always within your power. Let the flowers teach you that beauty has seasons and that rest is part of blooming. Let the ocean prove you can be both calm and powerful, still and unstoppable. Let the stars remind you that darkness only makes your light shine brighter. And let the sun teach you this. No matter how long you've been hidden, you will rise again.
There were 6 forms of perception corresponding to the Horus eye. Smell corresponded to the right part of the eye, sight to the pupil, thought to the eyebrow, hearing to the left part of the eye, taste corresponded to the spiral, and sensation corresponded to the upright part. Additionally, all pieces had an according mathematical fraction: a half, right part of the eye, a quarter, pupil, an eighth, eyebrow, a 16th, left part of the eye, a 32nd, spiral, and a 64th, upright part. These fractions compose the pieces of an old Egyptian measure of capacity. They were used as a medical means of measuring dosages at the preparation of prescriptions. The RX symbol one can find on pharmaceutical prescriptions has its origin in the eye of Horus.